Hello everybody, it is Ren, and today I am bringing you a long-awaited video. I survived 205 days in Minecraft hardcore mode. You might remember the last video, which you haven't, I'm gonna put right up on the screen right now or in the description below. Go check out that video first if you haven't already, because honestly you might be a little bit lost what's going on in this video, but that is besides the point. 205 days of Minecraft hardcore mode. Grab your favorite beverage, grab the bag of chips, some candy too. Just kick back, relax, get comfy, because this is gonna be pretty long. Without any further ado, let's get started. So, starting off on day 101, I basically go and I get a bunch of coal and sticks and create torches. And then I go on and explore. I go to trade with some villagers, and he doesn't really have anything too interesting for a farmer, but emeralds can be useful. So I departure back out. Day 102, more farming. I love potatoes. Back out to sea, and I get some more emeralds. What a deal. I also go down to the cave and do some other mining. Day 103, I make this very long cave system. Like, I'm talking about really long. Because it went really far, but I finally found some more diamonds, which is always good. Then some more diamonds too! I went very far from home, if it wasn't obvious. But I was able to get a lot of diamonds, so it makes me happy! Day 104, the mining expedition keeps on going, and I finally decide to emerge from the underground. To where I'm at, I have no clue. However, I find another cave system, and mobs just don't want to leave me alone. Day 105, we're still down here, and I'm still trying to figure out where the heck to go. And mobs, again, won't leave me alone. But creepers are very helpful. Day 106, I'm finally going back. It's a long way back, and I got potatoes to keep me over. Yeah, it's long. Day 107, I'm back over at the village, and I'm basically trying to see what's going on with the crops. And I eventually make my way out of another cave system. Who would ever have thought water would be so helpful, especially for using as a ladder? Day 108, I'm back and I'm smelting all the goodies I got from yesterday. I got a lot of iron. Farming? Yes, we're farming. Sorry, there's nothing really too interesting about the farm. It looks good. Day 110. Here we are. I finally got some more netherite. You know, if it wasn't for the netherite, the nether is pretty big. However, there's a lot of netherrack, and netherrack's very easy to mine, so it's not that difficult to find netherite. And on day 111, you guessed it, I found more netherite. It's more common than you think, but to make it into actual armor and weapons, takes a lot of time. Day 112, we're back at home, and I have quite a bit from the nether. Honestly, I might need a new chest. But going on to day 113, I decided to become Day 113, Minecraft IKEA. Day 114, farm. Day 115, more netherite. Yay! Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. Day 116. Lucky to see two, baby. And oh yes, this is one really good fishing rod, because I was able to get quite a bit from it. Day 117, I'm still fishing. I managed to find a few interesting things. Blast protection 6 is pretty okay. Day 118, still fishing. Got a name tag, and I got a few more. I got a few more goodies. Day 119, yes, you guessed it, I'm still fishing, but I'm done now. I got a few nice goodies from it that I wouldn't get from usual. That I wouldn't get usually. Day 120, I'm just stocking up and seeing what's going on. I have a lot of items that are really bad durability, but I'll get to it eventually. Day 121, we're back at the Nether, and I finally found... Wow. I did it. But that's not important. I found the Soul Sand biome. I don't remember the name of it. Sorry. Skeletons won't leave me alone. Day 120. What are these? Hoglins? Yeah, Hoglins and Zoglins will not leave me alone. But thankfully he fights on my side too. I also managed to find another fortress that I've been to previously. Day 123. It just doesn't stop, does it, with Blaze. I'm trying to get as much Blaze rod as I can because I'm planning to go to the end soon. Man, if only I could have had a saddle earlier, right? Well, saddle, netherite, and gold isn't that bad, right? Horse armor's pretty lame though. Day 123, we're still going through the nether. But I find diamonds! Yay! Can never get enough diamonds. And then I make my way back from whence I came. Day 124, I'm obviously still the Minecraft IKEA because the nether can be a bit big times and you know what you gotta do. On day 124, I also disenchant to get a few bit of extra XP since I'm never going to really use chain or gold armor to begin with. But it didn't give me as much as I was hoping it would. Day 125. Day 125, it's time to get some more end pearls. And the nether surprisingly has a biome where endermen actually are quite plentiful, so it's actually not going to be too bad or too hard to get enough end pearls. Day 126, we're back, and now that I have some Eyes of Ender, it is finally time to go out and Day 127. There's a lot of mining to be done, and I still want to get a bit done. I'm gonna be honest, I don't know why I decided to make friends with this villager in specific, since I'm probably never gonna be coming back here again. Day 128. Doggo time. Day 129. Day 129. I forgot how helpful that campfires can be if you don't have a furnace. I also find a ravine and I'm able to keep it up and get to a mining. Yeah, I find diamonds. Yes. Like I said before, you can never get enough diamonds. Day 129, I really don't know what I'm doing anymore. I'm just exploring, like I told you before. However, finally on day 129, at night, I get invaded by phantoms. I also find a doggy. Day 130, I'm still exploring with my new dogs and they breed. They have a puppy. So now it's really puppy time. Find another village that actually isn't too far off from where my base is at. It's surprising how I've gone 100 days and I still didn't know this village existed until now. Day 131, there it is. My beautiful base. Gonna be honest, I don't like wandering traders. So I do the honorable thing and kill him. I also managed to make myself some more armor, since the armor I have on right now is not doing too good. And I finally get covered in debris. I don't know if that's a good thing though. And yeah, just take it off and go to bed. 132. I enchant, because I need some very powerful armor to be able to withstand the really dangerous and scary Ender Dragon. Again, it's just prep all from here on out. I gotta be ready, I gotta be at my best. And I'm preparing to be ready for the worst. Day 133. Find a saddle fishing. Which is good, because I don't get enough saddles. I only have like 2. Continue fishing. Another saddle for real? Monsters will not leave me alone, I'm telling ya. Time to get some flint and steel, because I'm gonna need flint. Lots and lots of flint. Also, it makes use of the other items I got in other areas. You know, I want carrots. I'm gonna plant some carrots. At the end, I finally have enough to make the potions that I need to be able to traverse the end. You don't actually need potions to traverse the end, by the way, I'm just saying that. But really, I think it's very important that I make the potions so I don't die to fall damage against the Ender Dragon, because the end is a very, very brutal place. Day 135. It is finally time to get brewing, because guess what? I'm trying to make some slow falling potions, and I have enough aqua potions to be able to do it. Now for the I've also crafted some more potions so that I won't die. You guys might also notice I'm making some potions of strength, because I want to be able to kill the Ender Dragon as fast as possible. And this can be done through the use of, what is that, gold dust? Yes, gold dust. Day 136. More phantoms. I don't know why, but yeah, there's more phantoms. Can't believe I haven't slept for this many days straight. Day 137, I'm creating a lot of slow falling potions, because in the end, you know what's coming up, and slow falling potions are going to help us not die to fall damage, which in the Ender Dragon boss battle for the first half is very important. So making the best potions available to me is going to help ensure my success. I also decided to make a bow that is enchanted even further with more power, because this would end up going to be one of my most prized possessions in my arsenal. At least for the Ender Dragon. 138, I'm still preparing. That's right. Why do you think I'm wearing iron? I'm trying to But apparently, also the Enderman aggroed the Ender Dragon as well, so, hey, alright, more people on my side. Overall, this just takes literally forever, to be honest. And, I'm gonna be honest, it took me about 20 minutes, to be honest. It took a while to kill the Ender Dragon, which is why I'm cutting this out. But eventually, I do manage to kill the Ender Dragon. And we free the end on day 143. Man, you just don't ever see anything that majestic anymore, you know? And there's a lot of XP. But on day 144, I make my way to the end portal. Or whatever this end area is called, I don't know, because I haven't played this game in a while, but that's okay! Because I used the Ender Pearls, which I honestly don't know how I did it, to be honest. Like, I honestly don't know how. Because this area was just... It was just something else, man. It took me a long time to get through this area. I'm talking about hours. It was not quick at all. However, I finally make my way to one of these end cities. And it was exciting. Because now the one really suckish part about the end cities is the fact that there's a lot of... The stairs in this area is weird. It takes a long time to get up them. However, thankfully the shulkers come in handy. And slow falling potions do as well. This area is filled with loot. And thankfully there are ender chests here in certain areas where you can put all this delicious, good, scrumptious loot into. I get so much chocolate from this area. It's not even funny. I just can't... At the end of the game, this game is giving me absolutely everything and more I could have ever asked for. And again, slow potions of falling make it very painless. However, you could also use an ender pearl to get down as well. However, still no elytra to be found. Day 146, still grinding these palaces or end cities. I'm finding some really good loot, and it's a good day. It's a good day. It's unfortunately hearing shulkers over and over again are really annoying, but it is what it is. Again, I find a lot of loot. In all honesty, why am I collecting so much iron for? Like, there's so much better things than iron. Iron's so easy to attain. Man, shulkers just never let up. Honestly, making it this far is extremely rewarding. Day 147. We keep going. We keep going. There's a lot of this. A whole lot of this. I'm surprised I didn't run out of materials and endurability on my pickaxe because this honestly took a long time. I don't know why listening to that is just so soothing. However, I finally find another end city, and I continue on, because these areas are very interesting to be around. The one cool thing about end fruit is the fact that whenever you eat it, it doesn't just heal you, but I finally find an end fortress ship. And these flying ships are really important because, why did I use that? Whatever. Because this, ladies and gentlemen, is where we find an elytra. Finally, the lengths I had to go to find you was just so far. And I can't believe I'm actually dropping leggings for it, but oh my gosh, getting an elytra. This is the first time I've ever used an elytra, by the way, and I've got one on my own. So this was just almost like an out-of-body experience feeling I got when I finally obtained an elytra. It was just an amazing feeling. Alright? However, we press on. And I fly away from this end portal, And I fly away from this end ship because, you know, I feel like it. and I just enjoy it because, again, I've never used an elytra before. I decided to do it. I make the jump. My gosh. I don't know why I like to play around with the flying mechanics of the elytra, but that was really what I was doing. Because I know it was the most reckless thing I could be doing, especially when I could fall down and literally lose everything from the void below, but I just couldn't help but just have so much fun with it. But I got my ender pearl and we're out of here. I make my way back to the ender dragon area, and it is finally time to go back home. However, before I even do that, might I mind you, we need to collect the ender dragon egg. But how on earth do we do that? Well, we can blow it up, of course. Check it out. I really freaked out here because I thought it got burned, but when I went back into the overworld, I got this. Well, it doesn't really matter to me because guess what? We want to make sure that that egg is okay. And, phew, thankfully it is. Now, unfortunately, the dragon egg is pretty much ultimately useless, except for the fact that it's basically a trophy. So I go back home with my elytra, and I just really get organized because I have a lot of new loot that I collected from the end, and I finally find a place where I'm gonna put my dragon egg. And that place is on the highest floor of the bedroom that I never use. Day 152. I'm getting more obsidian, of course. Be careful not to catch on fire. We're gonna keep going. And I find their treasure trove. Very interesting. There's a lot of gold there. I make sure no one's coming, because I don't need no Zoglins on me. And then I get to work, because there is a lot of gold I can get from this. And also a lot of polished. I don't know why. You know, I don't really know why I like the gilded stuff. It just looks so cool to me. However, now I decided to go and start mining away at this gold because I don't want the Zoglins to get angry. Unfortunately, that's inevitable though. Day 161. But I keep going because I know that there's some enemies and extra loot I can get down here, and I'm never going to come back to this Lost Bastille again, so I don't really want to miss it. And oh my gosh. And there is a lot of weird hog noises too. 162, I'm making my way back, and 2 gas. This is great. This is just peachy. However, I make my way and I just keep shooting and attacking these pigs because there's honestly a lot more Zoglins in the Nether than I thought, but I find another Nether fortress. And you know what I do best? Loot. Unfortunately, the loot here isn't what I would consider ideal, but eventually I make another Nether portal and I go back home. Of course, not without knowing where the heck I'm going, so the only logical thing to do is to dig straight down to go get some materials to make a compass. And I got lucky. I honestly got lucky that that was water and lava. Oh my god, diamonds! It was a good day. 164, I finally cracked the compass and it's time to go home. But this right here probably wasn't the best idea, because I decided to pick a fight with pillagers. This would end up, this decision right here would end up haunting me for the times to come. But I love flying with the Elytra. But you guys can see I have the bad omen on me now, so, and with the village coming up, you can only assume what that means. Yep. Hearing some of the goofiest noises in the world, I have to take on so many pillagers in a hardcore world. Honestly, it's annoying and I almost shoot a little kid in the head, so yeah. This really wasn't fun. And unfortunately, I wasn't able to get a Totem of Undying from one of the Vindicators. However, it's alright because we're gonna keep going in this. And unluckily for me, this raid lasted very long, and it only got worse from here on out. These guys got me low a few times, but I kept grinding and never stopped and never gave up. On day 165, the pillagers again don't stop coming. The night has been fighting away, and I am just constantly killing everything. Also, Ravengers are very intimidating to the point where I use up all my arrows in my bow, and I have to resort to using one of their old Betsies, as they're called. Thankfully, though, I get a bit more lucky, and the raid finally stops. On day 171, I'm almost back at the village, and I find an ocean monument. I never knew it was there either until now when I just got back from the Nether. So I just go home. I now know where we're at, so it's not going to be too scary from here on out. And I finally get back to the base, and it's surrounded by mobs, unsurprisingly. But I make it back home nonetheless. Day 172. I pretty much just go and reorganize, because I have a lot of loot from back from the Nether that I got. Unfortunately, I didn't get the pig step. What is it, CD? Unfortunately, I didn't get the pig step CD. But I'm probably going to be going back to the Nether anyways to try and find one, so I'm not really going to worry about that. And I also make an end chest because, surprisingly enough, the rest of my loot is in there. And, yeah, I got quite a few elytras that I want to let on. Just for the sake of this video, because this video would have been so long, regardless. But still, I don't need this video to be over an hour for you guys. I get very lucky with finding diamonds, to say none the least. And since I'm using a silk touch pickaxe, it mines the ores, so I have some nice iron ore in my house, for right now. I never really liked silk touch, but you know, it's not bad. I'm taking a nice stroll on my horse, cause I think I've earned it. It's fun. And I decided to brew some more potions, cause I'm going to take on that ocean monument. And potions of underwater breathing are going to be very helpful indeed. And thankfully I have a bunch of pufferfish to be able to help me get the job done. Also, I make golden carrots. Don't ask why, but I just made golden carrots. And on day 177, I believe I can fly. Also, I decided to craft some rockets because I want to go and get a bit of a boost. Not even gonna lie, this so beats using a boat. Unfortunately, the rest of the way is quite boring there, but I make it there nonetheless. And now, the real fun starts. As you know, this obviously means ocean monuments mean guardians, and there's lots and lots of guardians on hardcore modes. So, being very strategic is going to play an important part in being able to defeat the 3 Elder Guardians, because as we all know, when you enter an ocean monument with 3 Elder Guardians in it, you get mining fatigue, which means you cannot mine anything here. Or at least it'll take you like 10 hours to mine a block underwater. So it's very important that we get rid of it. And eventually I do, and I mine and get a lot of very nice resources from the area. Because ocean monuments are one of the only places where you can get the glowstone. Or whatever the rock, or the prima rock, or whatever the heck that stuff's called. I don't remember the name. On day 178, I make my way back home with a giant arrow pointing towards my base. And on day 179, I decided to go ahead and mine a bit, you know? And I decided to chop down some trees, because I'm in a desperate need for lumber right now. Seriously. On 182, I decided to go and do some underwater exploration via the use of a boat and potions of water breathing. And I find some areas that are very close by that I never really realized were here. Apparently this treasure map is very, very close to my base, and I'm able to easily just use a shovel to get to it. And I find it! And it has, what do you know, a heart of the sea. On day 184, I'm pretty much just chilling, and getting the rest of my roller coaster done. And if you're wondering why I'm just standing still doing nothing, I really don't know, to be honest. But eventually, I'm almost there. My roller coaster is almost complete, because it actually goes underwater, which is really cool. On day 185, yes, indeed, like I said before, it does go underwater. And I have to make a little cave system too, because, I don't know, I just want something interesting to look at. Eventually, however, I get there. 185. I have so many rails again. I did have to craft some. I didn't have to craft a lot though, thankfully. However, I know with the current situation, it's looking like I'm going to need a few more. Now, I really am just experimenting with tracks here, because I don't really know, because I don't use tracks. Last time I used tracks was Pocket Edition, very, very long time ago. And back then, all we had was power tracks and regular tracks. But now we have all this fancy whatever, and in all honesty, and I love it. It's my own little place. It's my own private roller coaster. And eventually, I do manage to make it go over the water and finish it. Day 188, and I don't know why, but I feel like I'm forgetting about something. So I decided to get some seaweed. However, I also find another underwater sunken ship, because guess what? I'm still not done exploring, and there really isn't anything too wild. I mean, I like pumpkins. I don't know about wheat. However, I do find another sunken treasure map, and eventually I find treasure. However, getting to it first is easier said than done. However, I have a pretty good understanding of where it probably will be at, since most treasure maps are usually very close. Since most treasure is usually very close to the treasure map. And another heart to see in diamonds is always good. So on day 191, I finally get all the resources. I have a lot of resources now, and I can't see myself dying. However, I still have a buried treasure map because I didn't get rid of it yet. But that's about to change, because I'm going to go down and destroy it in my... what is this? Lava incinerator? Yeah, I don't remember too much about my Minecraft world. I'm sorry. Oh my god, no! But thankfully netherite does not burn in lava. And I'm an idiot who forgets that I can lock myself under an iron trapdoor. On day 193, that's right, I'm back in the nether, trying to get myself some more netherites. And again, this can be, I don't really recommend doing it this way, but what other way can you really do it? Again, it can get very confusing as to where you're going. However, if you're responsible enough and you keep tracing your steps, you will be able to make it through this. You will not get lost. However, again, it takes me quite a long time, but I finally find netherite. Man, netherite, my old friend. And finding 3 in a little bunch like that is pretty rare. And on day 195, I'm back with 15 ancient debris. I was down there for quite a while, and it's finally time to cash out. But before I do that, I decided I have to incinerate pork chops for some reason. On day 196, it's finally all done. I have all my netherite scrap, and it can finally be turned into netherite armor. Well, of course, I gotta make some netherite armor. Well, of course, I first need to make some netherite ingots on day 197. And on day 198, I get attacked by a drown, and he drops a trident. Day 199. I decided that I want to make a little bit of an arena. I didn't know what material to use, so I just used netherrack since I had so much of it, and I don't really need netherrack for any reason. On day 200, I decided to make a creeper trap, which is going to become the dumbest idea I've ever decided to do on this world, and you're going to see why. So I lure a creeper in, and he's stuck there forever. Never to be able to escape, right? Well, unfortunately that isn't necessarily true, because even though I do have now a trap pet creeper, it is finally time on day 202 to craft full netherite armor. And no, you can't use a wooden sword to ascend netherite. On day 203, I would eventually get to farming, but I decided to make a new farm because I want pigs. I got sheep, chickens, cows, but I don't have pigs. Gotta have all 4 OGs when it comes to the Minecraft passive mobs. So we get mining. So I make a nice little fence for them. And yeah, it takes me a while, but I do find pigs. Of course you need carrots in order to actually lure them. It used to be wheat, but it's not a big deal because they weren't that far from the base, thankfully. And I finally do get them into my base and into their pig pen I made for them. And with my crops looking good, I can now rest easy knowing that my Minecraft world is safe. Well, sort of. I also was cooking a lot of meat for some reason. And here we are, day 205. On day 205, I decided with all the iron I've gathered that I'm just going to create an iron golem. And just call it a day, because 205 days in the Minecraft world is a long time, especially in hardcore. Which is where, ladies and gentlemen, throughout all of it, I have made it and I've survived 205 days in Minecraft hardcore. There you have it. 205 days in Minecraft hardcore survival down. If you guys want to see more of this content, and if you guys made it to the end of this video, thank you so much. You guys honestly mean the world to me. And also, if you did enjoy the video, please give it a thumbs up so more people can see this through the engagement. Leave a comment below on how far I should take this series, and maybe we'll go to 5,000 days, who knows. But if you're new around here and you want to see more of this kind of content on the channel, do be sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell, because I will definitely be uploading more content that you guys love. Again, thank you, huge thank you to all of you guys for watching till the end of this video. I love all of you, and have a good rest of your day. Ren is out.